And I always say this, but if you feel at any point you want to change your posture from sitting to lying or lying to sitting, that's absolutely fine. Just do that slowly and mindfully. And if you need to move, that's okay, but I will say it's always best to keep as still as possible, because when the body moves, the mind moves, and we really want the mind to settle. So by keeping the body still and relaxed, often the mind does follow. Sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it doesn't happen at all, and the mind stays busy throughout the whole of the meditation. But we just notice that and we accept that. And as always, just beginning the meditation with a check-in, a kind of weather report on how you're doing right now. How are you feeling? How does the body feel? What's the state of mind? And if you can, allow that to be absolutely fine. Just accept whatever it's like to be you right now, as much as you can. We're not really trying to change anything in meditation. Rather, we're just learning how to have an unconditional, friendly relationship with ourselves. Pema Chodron, a well-known Buddhist nun, she says, any attempt to change ourselves is in some way a kind of aggression to ourselves. And by accepting ourselves, accepting life on life's terms, what usually happens is changes do happen naturally. Positive changes. The uprooting of hate, greed, delusion, fear, and the flourishing of joy, compassion, kindness, love, happiness. These things just happen naturally and organically. But it's important that we kind of prepare the ground with this practice of mindfulness, practice of acceptance. It's like preparing the soil, planting the seeds for all these wholesome qualities to grow. So however you are right now, can you just say yes to it? Meditation also could be seen as a universal yes saying to everything. And notice how that feels when you're able to just say yes to whatever's happening now. The body softens, resistance softens, a sense of more space, things to come and go, allowed to be exactly as they are. We'll briefly scan through the body, making sure it's completely relaxed. So as we scan body part by body part, just check that that area of the body is completely relaxed. The left arm, relax it. The right arm, relax. The left hand, relax. The right hand, relax. Both arms and hands, heavy and relaxed. The left leg, relax. The right leg, relax. The left foot, relaxed. The right foot, relaxed. The left leg and foot and the right leg and foot, relaxed, heavy, soft, rested. The belly, all the muscles in the abdomen area, soft, relaxed, breath allowed to flow freely, unimpeded. The lower back, and the chest and the upper back, all the muscles soft and relaxed. Shoulders, let them fall. The muscles of the face, muscles around the eyes and the lips, the temples and the forehead. Allow all the tension to melt away. And become aware of your eyes behind your eyelids, and notice that they're still moving around a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. That's what the eyes do, they keep moving, those little micro movements. Just see if you can make those movements a little bit less frequent. And by doing that, we just become aware of the muscles behind the eyes and invite them to relax. And I'll be quiet now for a couple of minutes for you to play around with this. It's quite interesting, because often when we meditate, we remain still and all the muscles remain still, but the eyes are still quite active. And when those eyes are moving, they're signaling to the brain that activity is still taking place. So if we can make those eyes a little bit stiller, the mind will settle a little bit more. So I'll just play around with that for a couple of minutes. It can be enough just to be mindful of each micro movement of the eyes without actually trying to force them to calm down. We don't want to force anything. Eyelids may be flickering. See, I don't know about you guys, but I find it quite difficult to actually make the eyeballs stop moving around because it's such a habitual movement. Interesting to play around with. So now just become aware of the whole of the body, soft, heavy, relaxed. And everything contained within the body, the nerves and the cells, all settling down to the back of the body like snow in a snow globe, settling down. The mind settling down like snow in a snow globe. And so I'll offer some phrases now. And if they sound good to you, well, you can repeat them in your mind. Feel the intention behind them. Feel the words in your body. May all thoughts that arise in this body today be welcomed. Unpleasant thoughts, pleasant thoughts, neutral thoughts, all welcomed. May all feelings that arise in this body today be welcomed. May all emotions that arise in this body today be welcomed, warmly welcomed. Pleasant emotions, unpleasant emotions, neutral emotions, all welcomed. May all experiences that arise today be welcomed. May all thoughts that arise in this mind today be welcomed with compassion, patience, understanding. May all feelings that arise in this body today be warmly welcomed. Like an old friend dropping in. Welcomed with kindness, curiosity, compassion. May my whole experience of life today be welcomed, warmly welcomed. Just become aware of the breath in the belly. The breath in the belly rising and falling. Breathing in, breathing out. And aware of how the breath makes the body feel. Aware of the breath in the belly and how the breath makes the body feel. How does the inhale feel? What's the texture of the inhale? What does the energy of the exhale feel like in the body? Become aware of the space in the room now. We're going to open up awareness. Aware of the breath, aware of the body, and aware of the space in the room. Aware of sound. Opening up awareness now to become sky-like. Meditate as if you was the sky. Infinitely open, vast blue sky. Your true self, meaning awareness, has more in common with the vast blue sky than it does your own body. Not talking about the ego. I'm talking about that which knows awareness. More like the infinitely open, vast sky. So rest as that. And the clouds that appear in this sky, like the thoughts, just let them pass by. All the contents of this sky, the clouds and the birds and the bees and the planes, all representative of thoughts and feelings, emotions, sounds, likes, dislikes, beliefs, memories, anything that makes up the constructed ego, all passes by. And notice how the sky isn't bothered by anything that appears within it. Nothing can harm it. Nothing can scar it. Nothing leaves a mark. Awareness is like that. The sky welcomes everything. Awareness welcomes everything. Sometimes the clouds gather so much that the sky gets blocked out, the sun gets blocked out. But it's only temporary. Do not be fooled. Notice the sense of space now for everything to appear and pass away. Thoughts arise and pass away. Feelings and emotions arise. Like a wave from the ocean reaches a peak and then falls back down away into the ocean. It's just a flow of experience, flowing like a river. Just don't interfere with any of it. Don't try to change anything. Just notice. With acceptance. When we rest as our natural state of open awareness, nothing's a problem. Maybe now you can really start to welcome in whatever's being known. Sounds welcome in. Can you greet whatever's being known with love? All thoughts and feelings and emotions and sounds, all experience, greeted with love and gratitude. Gratitude for being simply alive. Gratitude for simply being. If this was, for whatever reason, your last day on earth, would everything not be imbued with love and aliveness Can you love what is? Imagining that awareness was actually a loving awareness. Maybe the idea that everything is made of love. Everything is already imbued with love. I'm not saying that's true, but we can maybe just play around with that idea. Everything is already loved, you just have to notice it. Just have to remove all the junk of the ego and notice this kind of natural state of loving kindness. And if something becomes known for you and the body reacts with resistance, be kind to yourself and just notice how that feels in the body. Don't worry about the mind and the contents of the mind. Go to the body. What's going on? What are the bodily sensations? And then just invite awareness to open back up. If you feel awareness closing down around any thought, notice that it kind of takes the shape of that thought. You kind of go from being boundlessly open to this little contracted shape. That's not what you are. If it helps, you can just use a soft mantra of open. Just repeat that in your mind every now and again. Open. Open up. And that's just an invitation to awareness to return to openness. If the mind starts to get a little dull, the mind starts to get busy or contracted, open up. Open up. Open right up to the vast, open, boundlessly spacious, still sky of awareness. Open up. Open up. Don't stop opening. Keep opening up. Awareness has no edges, so you can just keep going. Open up. Open up. And now rest as this openness for 2 more minutes.